What is a soul group versus a hive mind / cult? Let's talk about it and let me know in the comments your thoughts about it. I will love to read it and respond if needed. A hive mind is quite simple. You see it every day, and maybe you are / were part of it, because it's something that can be called as the masses in many situations. It can be called as a group of people that really don't have their own individuality, or they really are not exploring their own unique spirit and their own unique tastes and likings, so they need a group to feel some sort of identity. They need a group to feel some form of representation or some form of validation, right? So they will need attention from the group or others in order to feel like they are an individual. So a hive mind will make you, for example, if you are part of a hive mind, they will make sure to police each other in order for everyone to stay on the same page. Okay, you will have to walk on eggshells, you will have to do this and that in order to have merit in the hive mind / cult, because in a sense it is a cult, and that's how many cults are built upon. You have to believe in what others believe in order to be part of the group, and you have to make sure that you stay in line, or else you are going to be punished. You are going to, again, walk on eggshells. You are going to get ridiculed by the group. You are going to get ghosted or disowned in the best case scenario. In the worst case scenario, you are going to get blackmailed. You are going to get big threats and even maybe your life taken if it's something that crazy, right? So there are different kinds of hive minds, but the main prerequisite for it to be a hive mind is you have to follow their rules, even if you deep down don't believe it. If you are part of the hive mind, you have to follow their rules, you have to follow some form of program, and if you change your mind about something, you are going to get ridiculed, or you should not even talk about it because it's dangerous for the whole hive or the whole cult, right? So you can see that in the masses, and even when you look at society in large, many people are not building their own life. They might be buying cars, they might be buying houses and stuff like that, but if they don't have their own mind and their own individuality, they are still going to follow what the program makes you believe that you want. You haven't yet discovered what is it that you really want, but you are already planning on buying a house, and you are already planning on buying a car, and even the house and the car were not even your ideas. It was someone else's idea, society, your parents, the news, the entertainment, music, all that kind of stuff that gave you that idea. So many people are going to, the masses itself are going to be the hive mind that we see in the larger scale. You have to follow this rule, you have to curfew at this hour. You see that in communist China, for example, right? You have to follow certain rules, and if you have a different opinion, have your mouth shut, because nobody has to hear it, because that puts in danger the whole hive mind's structure, right? AKA individuality and real uniqueness of spirit is not welcomed in the hive mind unless that uniqueness is in accordance to that hive mind. And what is a soul group then? A soul group is a group of individuals. A soul group is a group of people that have their own individuality and their own individual spirit, uniqueness, and they are constantly discovering, refining, and creating their own mind, their own thoughts, and their own feelings about things. So because they are creating their own mind and their own ideas, their own feelings about things, because they have their own uniqueness and individuality, they are going to come together very naturally, and it will feel right. It will be right because a unique individual already has their own purpose, and they are not looking for the purpose in a group. Whilst in a hive mind, you can see that there is this search for individuality in a group, a sense of belonging in a group, whilst a soul group is individuals with their own minds, with their own uniqueness and individuality, and they come together naturally to create something bigger, greater, because they think alike, they are like-minded, and they are able to move forward without any friction, or little, because obviously everybody is unique and individual. It's not like a soul group is perfectly the same individuals, because no, everybody will be unique and individual, but the way that you create your own mind and the way that you think will be similar, because as a unique individual you create your own mind in that way. And when unique individuals and like-minded individuals come together, they have a similar way of looking at the world, they have a similar way of creating their own minds and their own thoughts, so it will be more natural and it will make more sense without people having to go to war when someone changes their mind, without people having to kill each other and to blackmail each other or make each other walk on eggshells. So you see, there's a very clear difference between a hive mind and a soul group. In one instance, the hive mind will be more focused on creating a individuality out of the group. So everybody is searching for a purpose within the group and making their whole individuality that ideology or that group, that hive mind. I am a communist, and your whole individuality is the communist, or I am a right-winger, whatever political group, and that's my individuality and that's what I stand for. Obviously, I understand that there's an importance, or there's something that you find meaningful within those groups, but if you make that your whole individuality, you are in a hive mind and you are trying to look for a sense of belonging in a place that you will not find it truly meaningfully within your spirit, because your spirit is unique and individual in the first place, and then you find your soul group. After you have created and nourished your own individuality, you have done your shadow work, aka you've healed a lot of the traumas that stopped you from looking forward into the future and looking for whatever it is that your spirit wants to achieve in this lifetime, because there is a meaning behind why you are here. So a spiritual ship or a soul group, the spirits that have done the shadow work, they have explored their own individuality, they have healed big parts of the trauma that was caused during this lifetime in the previous lifetimes, and that have started to discover and creating and refining their own individuality and their own spirit. They will find each other and be able to harmoniously co-create. One is doing this, one is doing the brickwork, one is doing the painting, one is doing the fridge, when correlating this to building a house, for example, right? So it doesn't mean because you are like-minded individuals that now you are doing the same things. No, it's the way that you think, it's the way that you have created your mind is similar, but the things that we do will be very different, because we all unique individuals. We will be able to co-create in a way that will be harmonious and like conducting a spaceship or a boat. Everybody will have their own role, and that is the major difference of a cult and a hive of a cult, a hive mind, and a soul group. A hive mind is people trying to find their own individuality within the group, while a soul group is individuals already with their own individuality and they know what they want, they know who they are, coming together to build something bigger and greater and connect, right? So I hope this was interesting. I really wanted to explain this because some people that are not into spirituality, they haven't yet found someone like-minded to them, they will look at a soul group and a cult or a hive mind and think it is the same thing, whilst it is absolutely not. That's why you can see that in many cults, people are extremely vulnerable, people are walking on eggshells around each other, and even very docile. Whilst in a soul group, people are way more unique and individual, and no matter however you change your mind, there will be a sense of individuality that connects all of you together, no matter what you change your mind on. Your own spirit is what connects you together, right? So hope this was helpful, and I will see you all very soon. Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure to commission me a painting, a sculpture, some earrings, some accessories, clothing, and make sure that you DM me on my IG if that's something that you want. Make sure to check it out and support me there. I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.